Hello, you are now tuning in the English News Bulletin on QPVN channel. I'm Nguyễn, and now let me keep you up to date with the headlines. Special art program, The Country is Full of Joy, held. War veterans reunite on occasion of National Reunification Day. Vietnam Airlines actively promotes Vietnam's image. On April the 20th, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm attended the Special Art Program, The Country is Full of Joy, directed by the Central Military Commission, Ministry of National Defense.
The Special Art Program includes 3 chapters, namely the desire for unification, the desire to rise up, and the desire for strength. With 22 epic music and dance performances, the program recreated the heroic stages in the story of the struggle for national liberation to the current renovation and construction of the country. The program's highlights is the 3,000 square meter outdoor stage, especially the 3D mapping performance technology that brings a heroic sound. The image of the soldier is vividly expressed, bringing many emotions to the audience. The program is a way to show gratitude to the previous generation while expressing the faith and pride of today's generation.
On the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and National Reunification Day, on April the 21st in Ho Chi Minh City, a national scientific conference themed The Great Victory of Spring 1975 with a new era of development of the Vietnamese nation was held under the chair of General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, head of the Party Central Committee Commission for Information, Education and Mass Mobilization Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, General Lương Tân Quang, Minister of Public Security, Secretary of the Ho Chi Minh City Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Nên, Sing Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department, and Sing Lieutenant General Lê Huy Vịnh, Deputy Defense Minister.
The conference affirmed that in the resistance war against the U.S., the goal of national independence and socialism was expressed by the determination on driving the American imperialists out and bringing down this puppet government, thus unifying the country and heading towards socialism. Under the sound leadership of the party, our entire people and military maintained and promoted the proactiveness on all battlefields, organized the general offensive and uprising in 1975, liberated the South and reunified the country. Speaking at the conference, General Phan Văn Giang affirmed that the great victory in the spring of 1975 marks a brilliant milestone and is the most glorious achievements in the national liberation struggle led by our party. We are grateful for the great contributions of our predecessors, heroic mothers, heroic Vietnamese mothers, national contributors, and people across the country, as well as our compatriots at home and abroad, and international friends who have devoted and sacrificed themselves for the cause of national liberation. Promoting the spirit of the great victory of the spring of 1975, our military and people have gradually built and comprehensively developed the country and reaped many great achievements of historical significance in all fields. Understanding fully the significance, historical stature, and sacred value of peace and national unity, the party committee, government, and people of Ho Chi Minh City will continue to build on the revolutionary tradition in the era of national development.
On the afternoon of the same day, a delegation of the Central Steering Committee on Major National Ceremonies and Historical Milestones in the 2023-2025 period, led by head of the Party Central Committee's Commission for Information, Education and Mass Mobilization Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, visited and cheered up the parade troops at Military Region 7's Military School and the ceremonial cannon troops at Brigade 95 under the Artillery Corps. Sing Lieutenant General Võ Minh Lương, Deputy Defense Minister, and Lieutenant General Trương Thiên Tô, Vice Chairman of the General Political Department, joined the delegation.
Mr. Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa praised the parade troops and the ceremonial cannon troops for their hard training, while lauding the agencies and units for their proactiveness and the spirit to surmount all adversities. The delegation asked the troop to promote lightning speed and determination to win spirit, as well as all good virtues of Uncle Ho's soldiers to successfully complete the assigned task, thereby demonstrating the power and glorious tradition of the Vietnam People's Army in this major national milestone.
Also on April the 20th in Hanoi, a meeting commemorating the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification, April the 30th, 1975, April the 30th, 2025, took place in a solemn and warm atmosphere. The event was organized by the Hanoi Veterans Association in coordination with the Veteran Entrepreneurs Association and the Liaison Committee of Regiment Đồng Tháp 1.
More than just a commemoration, the event was a heartfelt tribute, a moment to relive the heroic memories of a turbulent era, to rekindle national pride, and to honor the enduring bonds of unity and brotherhood forged in war. Every time we have a reunion like this, seeing old comrades again, shaking hands, recognizing familiar faces, there's a mix of happiness, sadness, and deep emotions. Sometimes the tears just come. Those years are something we can never forget. It always touches me deeply. At the event, wartime stories were shared with heartfelt emotion, some through tears as vivid memories of the past came rushing back. Together, the attendees honored their fallen comrades and renewed the commitment to upholding the spirit and values of Uncle Ho's soldiers in peacetime, continuing to contribute to the nation's growth and development. Every April the 30th, we can't help but think about our comrades and the victories we shared back then. The sacrifices, the losses, they're always on our minds. They remind us to live in a way that's worthy of those who gave everything. I always look forward to this day just to see everyone again. Tight handshakes, eyes brimming with memories, and battlefield stories spoken through trembling voices all came together to make this reunion profoundly moving. Though 50 years have passed, the echoes of war still live on vividly in the hearts of these former soldiers. They remain steadfast in embodying the noble spirit of Uncle Ho's soldiers, passing on that legacy to inspire both today's generation and those yet to come.
On the morning of April the 20th, Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa, Deputy Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army, chaired a conference to review and decide on the security and safety maintenance plan for the upcoming April the 30th holiday in Ho Chi Minh City. The General Staff has directed relevant agencies and units to build up specific plans and carefully organize close to reality training. As many key celebrating activities are taking place, Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa asked the agencies and units to uphold high sense of responsibility and vigilance, strictly maintain watch duties, and combat readiness for prompt handling of all situations. Coming up next, Vietnam Airlines actively promotes Vietnam's image. Vietnam Ethnic Culture Day 2025. On April the 20th in Ho Chi Minh City, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the opening ceremony of the 7th National Student Startup Day held by the Ministry of Education and Training in coordination with the Central Committee of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union. After 2 months of launching, the organizing board received 775 startup projects. At the end of the semi-final round, the Ministry of Education and Training selected 125 outstanding projects for the final round. This is the first year the competition has seen the participation of vocational training institutions. Startup ideas are both diverse in fields and demonstrate a sense of responsibility to the community, focusing on solving practical social problems. In particular, after the competition, feasible ideas will be supported by universities to carry it out in the community. On the morning of April the 20th, tens of thousands of volunteers took part in cleaning up the environment across the country. This is a key activity hosted by the Vietnam Green community to respond to the Earth Day 2025, promotes the green living style to the community, and celebrate the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and National Reunification Day.
With the participation of up to some 100,000 volunteers, the campaign not only helps clean hundreds of spontaneous landfills, but also arouses love for nature and responsibility for the environment among young people. It also features tree planting, inspiring green living to millions of Vietnamese people through practical environmental protection activities, contributing to the green transition towards the net zero goal by 2050. Love for the environment is not just a slogan, but a daily action. It's a spirit upheld by the Vietnam Green community. The Earth Day Vietnam Campaign 2025 is not only an environmental protection campaign, but also a proud declaration that the young generation of Vietnam is ready to join hands for a green, clean, beautiful Earth, for a green future and sustainable development.
From April the 18th to the 20th, Vietnam Airlines took part in Malaysia's annual National Tourism Fair, MATA Fair 2025, to promote Vietnam's image to the world. Held at the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Center, the fair featured a record of 1,754 booths across 8 halls, surpassing the previous record of 1,590 in September 2024.
This year's highlight was a sustainable ecotourism initiative focusing on wildlife, marine conservation, and cultural preservation. At the fair, Vietnam Airlines engaged with around 10,000 visitors to introduce Vietnam's top destinations and its service offerings. Sapa, Hạ Long, Da Nang, Nha Trang, and Ho Chi Minh City are popular with Malaysian tourists. International travelers in Malaysia, like those from Japan and South Korea, often use Vietnam Airlines for connecting flights. Knowing this, we've worked with travel agencies to create packages promoting Vietnam as a friendly destination. Vietnam Airlines currently operates 7 weekly round-trip flights between Kuala Lumpur and Ho Chi Minh City. The upcoming resumption of the Kuala Lumpur-Hanoi route will boost the airline's capacity in Malaysia by over 40%.
Vietnam is one of the most important countries as a source market for Malaysia among the ASEAN countries. As of 2024, we have received more than 330,000 of our Vietnamese tourists. Even though the number is slightly lower than 2023, but we are very confident that we will get more Vietnamese tourists to visit Malaysia. For instance, for the first 2 months, we have received more than 54,000 from Vietnam.
At MATA 2025, Kedah stood out as the top destination in Malaysia, home to a UNESCO Global Geopark. As Malaysia's national tourism fair, MATA Fair is held annually under the patronage of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. This year, it is targeting over 210,000 visitors and more than $61 million in revenue, exceeding the previous fair's figures of 190,000 visitors and $56 million.
On the occasion of the Vietnam Ethnic Culture Day, April the 19th, a variety of exciting cultural and artistic exchange activities are taking place in Hanoi. The event brings together representatives from all 54 ethnic groups across the country, creating a vibrant atmosphere that has captivated both locals and tourists alike.
This is not just a performance. It is a magical encounter between 2 cultural regions, the vast Trường Sơn Mountains, home to the Ta Oi people, and the heartfelt then melodies of the Tây ethnic group from the Northern Highlands. The Ta Oi people have many performances, and we also join with other Central Highlands groups for shared shows. We often perform folk songs and dances related to our traditional craft, Giang weaving. Traditional festivals are reenacted, coming alive in the hearts of visitors. For the Khmer people, the Chonchonam Thamay New Year Festival is a time to pray for a prosperous harvest and a peaceful, happy life. It's truly fascinating. Within such a short distance, we feel like we've met all 54 ethnic groups of Vietnam. It's like a miniature version of the country, showcasing the beauty and diversity of our nation's people. The Vietnam Ethnic Culture Day 2025 concludes with lingering emotions, a sense of joy, pride, and connection for all who participated. But the echoes of color, sound, and spirit remain, because culture, once it flows into the national stream, will forever shine and endure.
And that's all for now. Remember, you can always watch the news again at qpvn.vn. Now, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.